There we go. How's it going, everybody? I'm Charlie. Thanks for tuning in to Christmas on Crestline. How y'all doing? Had a audio error last week. I believe my audio is correct this week. So the first 3 minutes of last week's episode, I've been told it sounds like I'm in a tunnel. But this week should be crystal clear. Let me know in the comments if it's not. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? A lot to talk about today. Today we have a hard out at 3 o'clock. So 1 hour hard. We're going to talk about why that's a hard out today. It may not even go an hour, may go about 45 minutes. I don't know. We'll find out. How's my audio? And let's see what Chad's got to say. Hey, everybody. Hope to make it in the live today. What's up, Chad? Monty answering the question of the video subscription. I love about you, Monty. You're on the ball. One, home projection mapping, spark and flame. Simpatico. Simpatico right there. Heck yeah. See here you got. Oh, what's up, Laura? Wish I could go to Expo maybe next year. Yeah, we're supposed to go in. We'll get into that later. What's up, Rob? Moderator Rob. All good audio. Appreciate that, Rob. Appreciate that. Pulling double duty right now. Work meeting in progress, but COC on in the background. Love that for you, Kurt. I went and got let's say about this. I went and got my hair cut a couple weeks ago. I hear myself say that out loud. I can hear my wife making fun of me if she's watching. A couple weeks ago, I went and got my haircut. Gal says, "What are you doing today?" I'm like, "I think wife and I are gonna go down to the casino, have a little fun." She goes, "I love that for you." 19-year-old girl I've never met says she loves that for me. Like, that's how I know you're 19. I'm like, okay, boom. Eddie's got his hat. Let's go, Eddie. Well, yeah, that's a great call. We did sell out of the hats. We'll get into that a little bit later. We'll talk about that. Dylan, glad to be able to join again. Dylan, it's awesome to have you here. I think you're going to get a lot of use out of today's episode, Dylan, because we're going to get into a lot today. Giatano. And you know what, Giatano? Speak to Giatano here for a second. You know what I did not notice? Look at Giatano's tag here, everybody. When did you change your channel's name to Giatano's Christmas channel? That's simplistic, and I love it. Apparently, I didn't notice that earlier. Appreciate that, Dylan. Thank you so much. I emailed all those companies you gave me. Thank you for him to go back. Yep, no problem. So Rob got a hold of me today and said, "Hey, I think it's your son that is emailed all the Major League Baseball teams and emailed a bunch of different people, NFL teams, and said, hey, can I have something?" And I think he said the White Sox sent you something. So that's pretty cool that your kid's doing that. And he said, "Hey, I would like Christmas stuff." He wants Christmas stuff. So I gave him some Christmas contact information. So last week, I don't know who it was. Last week, someone was saying that the comments were lagging. So get that top of the show today. I did go to my settings, and my settings for latency were set correctly. So I got a hold of StreamYard, and I said, "Hey, StreamYard, I need get some complaints that the comments aren't coming up fast enough." So there's about a 20 to 30 second delay. I think it's about 20, 30 seconds. He said, "We can't control that. It's all about YouTube. So try refreshing your attachment, how StreamYard is attached to my YouTube channel. I haven't done that in years. So I refreshed it. So let me know if you see your comments coming up more quickly and if that kind of helps do some stuff." White Sox, Reds, today. Oh, yeah, your nephew. Okay, cool. What's up, Ellie? Hi, Charlie. Can't stay, but left you a thumbs up. Appreciate that. Take care, everyone, and have a beautiful and blessed day. That reminds me to talk about that as well. We'll talk about that here in a second. My son had me change to try fuse. Oh, yes. Didn't work, but I left it. So, yes. You know what? That's a show I need to do. I love talking to you guys every Monday. I get ideas. I'm going to put that into a Christmas in July episode. Where are we? We're about 2:05 into the show, so I remind myself to go back to 2:05 and get Giatano's note. So Ellie reminds me, where's Ellie at? Ellie reminds me that Dana from Dana's Wanderlust Crochet has canceled Christmas in July fairies. So every year, you guys know, you guys are kind of old hats at this, but every year I do a Christmas July extravaganza, 15 episodes in 30 days, and 2 of those episodes were usually Christmas and July fairy episodes because many years ago, I started noticing a lot of yarn tubers were tuning into me. I'm like, that's cool. I don't know why, but that's awesome. Turns out they were Googling Christmas in July, and they were getting me. So that has been canceled, but I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to do that. So we'll still be doing that style of giveaway. It's just going to be me by myself, where you just, it's a 60-second video. You leave a comment later on, and on July 25th, I will pick a winner to win stuff. And what I'm going to try to do, last year we had Nova Stella sponsor us. Nova Stella is always there for me. I could call them right now and they say, yeah, we'll sponsor you. But I want to get somebody new this year. I want to get somebody new. So don't know what we're going to do for that yet. It's still in the works. Still coming. Laura says, I think last week there were more or so saying you don't get to read the comments very often. So when check the comments, they're out of context. Hence, yes, asking to do a Zoom. I do a Zoom for meetings, but I'm going to tell you, I am more or less Zoom ignorant. StreamYard, boom, I can knock whatever out on StreamYard. In fact, one of my very old videos gets a ton of views because people are like, hey, how do you do this one thing on StreamYard? And at the time, it was brand new. I think I was definitely within their first 1,000 customers. I was there the week they opened. I don't know a lot about Stream. Can you even do a Zoom like this over Zoom where people can call and comment? I don't know. No clue. Why isn't she doing it this year? No, there's nobody going to take over and do it. No, there's not. Apparently, so my involvement in Christmas and July fairies is I asked permission to join because I saw they were interacting with me anyway. They said, yeah, sure, the more the merrier. But apparently on that side of things, there was a lot of drama. I don't know what that drama entails. I just know there was drama, and she kind of had enough of the drama. Said, nope, I did this to do out of my kind heart because Dana is freaking awesome. And yeah, who wants to deal with drama? If you're trying to do something nice and people are nagging at you, I'm assuming that's what happens. I really don't know. I didn't want to ask because it's none of my, I don't know. I want to say it's none of my business, but it is because I'm in the Christmas and July fairies. I just didn't want to get involved in the drama, I guess. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to interact with you guys. So I don't know. She just didn't do it this year. Haas did it for 1 year. Haas from Off Kilter Homestead. We all know Haas. All love Haas. He did that for 1 year, and then I think he moved, and yeah, nobody took it up. If I didn't do 15 videos in 30 days, I probably would do. I've had many people ask me to do that. Yeah, I just don't. The heart out today. It's because my son is graduating high school today. At 3:30 my time. It's 2:08 right now my time. He's walking down the hallways of his elementary school. And then this evening, we'll go to Wichita State University, and he will walk during his commencement, and he will commence to become not a senior anymore. So then, boom, off to military. We don't have a ship-off date yet. But yeah, then off to the Space Force, which is a cool new branch. Boom. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. And I know, Laura, let's talk about hats. I know Laura got her hat. I know Eddie got his hat. I know a lot of people got their hats. My question is, thumbs up on the hats? Mid, what do you got? What are the impression of the hats? I think the hats are cool because the bill, I have just right here, probably 50 ball caps. I like that the bill stays firm, and I like the colors, and I like the raised lettering. It's not the most comfortable hat because the bill does stay firm, and for most of my hats, there's one right here. So I like a foldable bill. I will not make this hat look like this. I won't do it because I won't do it. But I want to know what you guys thought of them. Boom, Eddie got it. Very cool. So if you like the hats, cool. The hats did sell out, and they sold out quickly. So thank you guys all for doing that. I do have another order put in, and we'll have some more hats. So if you want a hat, I don't think I put a link in this one, but the link is in the last week's video. What's up, Pink? Dr. Pink Motivation. You know what? I don't know you, Dr. Pink Motivation, but thanks for tuning into this live. So what we're going to talk about today, we're talking about Christmas Expo. We're going to go through, we're going to do something a little different today. What's Eddie saying? Love the hat. I'm with you on the foldable, flat bills. Giatano, did you know that on your merch site, you can actually design your own shirt or hoodie using your designs? You can also add text. I knew you could do something. I did not know you could do what you're saying there. So that's super cool. Giatano, that's awesome. If you guys do that, let me know. Oh, that's another thing about hats. But yeah, if you do that, Giatano, I want a picture. I want a picture. But everybody who has a hat, if you order a hat, take a picture of yourself or your buddy or your dog or somebody wearing the hat. send it to me at christmasoncrestline@gmail.com, because everybody who orders a hat and sends me a picture during Christmas in July, I'll do a montage of it, pick a random winner, and the random winner is going to win more merch. So you bought a hat, cool. Thank you so much for supporting the show, but it's not going to stop there. So take a picture of yourself, or in whatever context. Throw it on a cat, throw it on, I don't know, mannequin at JCPenney. I don't know. Send it in to me at christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. And during the Christmas and July extravaganza, I'll do a montage. And if you know what, if you're the only one who sends me a picture, guess what you do? You win. So there we go there. What's up, Pep? Good morning from a wet Christchurch. Yeah, we had storms here last night ourselves. 70-mile-an-hour straight line winds. I know Dallas had 100-mile-an-hour straight line winds this weekend. So Christmas Expo. We're going to do something we've never done before. And I think I have everything set up correctly, where you and I are going to go through the website together, and we're going to talk about the classes. Now, I realized today, when I was doing a little prep on this, I realized today I screwed up. I screwed up on my reservations. Rookie mistake. So we'll talk about that when we get to that class. Anything to talk about right now? Memorial Day. Guys, Memorial Day is a week from now. If you guys want a garage door cover, a Memorial Day cover, I did a couple of videos about it last month. I put the third comment, I think, in this, because we had a bunch of people in here early, is the link for that. And also, because I just now realized I prepped for that, boom, get your garage day cover. They have, I think, 6 or 7. Do I have their page set up? I don't. I think they have 6 or 7 different types of Memorial Day covers. They're awesome. Monty Small turned me onto that company, and it's just, they're awesome. They are coming out with a new style of zipper that gives you, I think it's up to 3 inches more room. Not that you really need it, but good for them for improving the product. But yeah, links are down in the video description below. Get yours now. I think that link is a 10% discount still. I don't think that discount is expired. So get yours now. You got a week left. If you order it now, you'll have it in time for Memorial Day. But they're going hot, fast and furious right now. They're selling a mile a minute. So make sure you find out which one you want. I kind of like the one with the eagle. We the People. It's got an eagle on there. I like this. I think that's the one that has We the People. Anyway, there's one with an eagle that I think is really cool. So check that out and get that. Let's see here. Boom. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, only 12 minutes late, Chad. I appreciate that about you. Chad. Had 2 days last week with 80 down here in Louisiana. Man, I'm telling you, Eddie, I think you are becoming the new Tornado Alley. I mean, it's been Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas for generations, but I think that's kind of shifted east. I'm not a meteorologist, nor did I stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but I think that's becoming truthful. So this is what we're going to do. You and I together are going to go through the Christmas Expo catalog. I want to do this now ahead of time to see, so you know what they offer. If you're again, they're going to Kansas City this year, so it is a hub. I'm staying at the convention center that the expo is happening. So if you're going, you and I are going to meet. You and I are going to sit down at the bar, sit down at McDonald's, sit down somewhere and have a chit chat, or maybe we'll just stand in the hallway talking about the cool stuff that they have. Christmas Expo, if you don't know, is, let's see here. What is Christmas Expo? Boom. I got a new computer set up. So it's Christmas Expo is a 3-day event for holiday lighting and decoration enthusiasts. It includes anyone who decorates their home, their office, all the way through someone who decorates their local park, shopping center, or their town. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you've been doing this for a while. They offer something for everybody, they say. And I'm going to agree with them. I've never been there. I've been to Transworld twice. This will be my first year at Expo. We're going to go in 2020. We all know why I didn't go in 2020. To Las Vegas, Nevada, and we had a room there at the hotel, just like we do this year, and then they canceled it. Like that year we were going to go to Transworld and Expo both. This year I went to Transworld. And I'm going to go to Expo. We're going to do both. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We're going to go. I think I have it set up where it's going to be beautifully done this time. And then Tornado Alley is far east Texas over to Alabama. I love weather and watch a lot of radar storms. Yeah, it's fun. Are you allowed to do a walkthrough when you get there? I think so. For Trans World, I had to apply for a media pass. Here, they do theirs completely different here. We're going to go through that here in a second. So at Trans World, you buy a $150 ticket. It's not cheap. At least I don't think it's cheap. And then you get to browse and buy. So you have to pay $150 for the right to go into the showroom to buy anything. And there's thousands of people in there. So people shell out this money left and right. Expo, much cheaper. The classes are still about the same as Trans World. But I think it's a $12 or $15 ticket. Where you and I are going to know for sure here in a second. Just to go in there and browse. So not the 150. They take away a zero and make it much more affordable. At least I think it is. So let me get this all set up here for you guys. Nope. Private chat. I hit the wrong button. I didn't even know I could do a private chat in StreamYard. Huh. Interesting. Let's see here. Take away banners. I want to figure out what I need to figure out here. Overlays. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the new overlay I built today. Boom, new overlay. Let's share my screen so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Boom, let's do that. And then let's do, I had this down where it's correct. Boom, there we go. All right, hot dog. Okay, so let's go here to Christmas Expo home. All right, so it is a conference. It is July 18th through the 20th. Pre-show, though, this is where it's different here, and kind of similar. Pre-show starts July 15th through 17th, so that's the workshops. So that's the classes. If you just want to go see the stuff in the convention center and have a bit of conferences, you can go a few days earlier, and they do overlap 17 and 18. So they overlap there. But Christmas Expo is in a different town each and every year. It is, I believe, correct me if you've been and I'm wrong. Kurt has been there. Kurt, I think you're still in the comments. Kurt, I thought I saw you. I believe Kurt went last year, and this is really geared more towards the pixels. Trans World is pixels and AC lights. I'm fairly positive. I'll know more then, but I'm fairly positive it is just type of pixels. So let's go here to the class, the workshop. The reason why we're doing this today is they just opened up for registration for classes. So classes and seminars. They offer 3 days of 1 hour conference classes during the conference session. Monty, you went last year too, okay? So am I right? The more you know. Hi, baby Chad. So would you categorize that, Monty, as being more towards the pixel industry? You have a static display, Monty does. We all know that. So what did you like? Did you buy anything when you were there, Monty? So what I'm interested in here is right here, the meat and the potatoes of it. Workshops and premium and specialty classes. Pre-show workshops are July 15th through the 24th. Does not include admission to the main conference. Lightorama, 3 days. Monty says they do it all. Okay, thank you, Monty. So I was incorrect. That's why I like knowing. So pre-show workshops, July 15th through the 24th, does not include admission to the main conference. Lightorama, 3 days, $650. X-Lights Intensive, 3 days, $650. So X-Lights and Lightorama, 2 different software platforms, same price. Gene took the X-Lights 2-day course at Trans World in 21, and I want to say it was $350. So this is another day and $350 more. Monty's added missed Expo last year, but attended the year before. It does AC and pixels, okay, but training is towards pixels, okay. You got lighting installer business workshop. That is the lighting holiday installers business. Okay, 2 days, $525. I believe that's more of the Clippa. And if you guys, I don't know if you remember, Clippa was on here 3 summers ago with me. And Clippa is an acronym, stands for Christmas Light Installers Professional Association, I believe. Hopefully I got that right, Clippa. But if you guys don't know, Clippa it's not a union. But they will if you take their class, they will certify you as Clippa certified. So you can add that to your repertoire when you go out and you say, hey, let me hang your lights for $394. And they'll say, hey, are you Clipper certified? Yes, I am. Like, okay. So it's more of kind of say, I'm gonna call it the OSHA of Christmas light installers. We'll call it that. Full day premium workshop, Friday, July 19th. X-Light sequencing, 1 day, $180. And let's just click on X-Light sequencing here. Is that going to, yes, okay. Day one for X-Lights. Day one, you get introduced to the lights and the basics. You learn the terminology. Terminology really is key. Truly. That way, because you don't know what you don't know, but once you know the terminology, man, that really does open a lot of mental doors for you. Suggested settings for preferences and windows. Tabs, menus, and X-Lights. Demonstration of the relevance for successful light shows. Understanding network topology for light shows. That's a great time. Understanding controller-receiver relationships. So day one is kind of the basics. Day two, layout and design of a house using X-Lights. Best practices, do's and don'ts of layout design. Defining measurements. That word defining next to measurements kind of makes me bewildered. I don't use X-Lights. I've dabbled in it, but defining measurements is interesting. Management of models in 2D and 3D. Importing models, creating models, custom submodels, model. Okay, so it's all about models. Day two, creation and testing of a layout with configured controllers. So day one, you got the basics. Day two, you're creating models. Day three, sequence preparation tools, mapping sequences to a layout, singing faces. Okay, sending an X-Light show to controllers and a show player, learning how to use FPP Falcon Pi player, examination of X schedule and its differences, learning best practices for testing lights and show. Now, I hope that's hands-on, because when my wife went, she had to bring her own controller, but there was no hardware there. She could only deal with the software. She was, okay, I want to learn how, that was her critique of the show, of the class, is 2 days, great, software, cool, I've got the basics down. I want to incorporate the hardware into what I just learned. So that was why she didn't like that as much. Day one, sequencing workshop, how to begin a sequence with a plan, color theory, and influence of movement. Okay. Who's the instructor? I'm curious. Oh, it's Ron Howard. You guys have heard me talk about Ron Howard many a time. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Howard. The instructor, as the landscape of light shows continues to evolve, Ron Howard from extreme sequences stands at the forefront. I agree he does. Pioneering innovation techniques and leveraging high density and 3D props to elevate a art form. He does make this an art form. I agree with everything they're saying about him. Each year, Ron eagerly shares his expertise with newcomers to the thrilling team. By the way, his setup behind him is pretty much my setup right now. So you'll see me looking left and right, and the computers behind him is pretty much what I have going on right now. So that's why. So you guys have heard me talk about Ron before, and if I ever go pixels, that ever happens, I'm not going to take the time the first year to learn everything. I'm going straight to Ron. I'm dropping $500 on 10 of his songs, or 5 of his songs, or whatever. I'm creating my first show just by paying him to do it. The only thing I would need to learn in X-Lights is how to take his show and incorporate it into mine, which I'm sure is a whole learning curve in itself, but that's what I would do. Okay, so that's one class. Let me go back here and move back out of this, go to the next class. Dance of Illumination, mastering the art and craftsmanship of music synchronized sequences by Drew Hickman from Holiday Technologies. I've never heard of Holiday Technologies, so this is great. How does one decide which musical element to follow or emphasize when creating music? I love that he said that. That's perfectly, because that's what we have to do. Or media synchronized sequencing. What effects, colors, props, models should one use? Embark on a journey to unlock the secrets of synchronized light choreography led by Drew Hickman. The class explores and the intricacies of learning to orchestrate displays which dance harmoniously to music. Participants will uncover the art of creative immersive visuals with multiple layers of meaning joining with the media to enhance. Okay, that's awesome. Students will discover the magic of blending technology with artistic expression through hands-on exercise and demonstration. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for hands-on. Now we get to what I'm going to be interested in at the expo. Jeffrey Holmes, who I don't think my mapping stuff. Excuse me, 1 second. I meant to look this up ahead of time, but this is my mapping book from Transworld many moons ago. I want to see if that's the same instructor. What is this? Oh, those are receipts. Oh, and it's not my. I know I got it around here somewhere. Anyway, I want to see if that's the same instructor I had last time. Jeffrey Holmes of IWG Productions. Explore the wonderful world of projection mapping in this all-day immersive workshop. Get hands-on experience mapping and creating content live in our 14 by 20 castle facade. Discover the tools, tricks, and resources that will help you create mesmerizing production shows, even if you're not an animator. This class will cover the full development process from projection selection to content creation. No experience necessary. This class is specially designed for the home decorator in mind, and is perfect for anyone who wants to experience the process before investing in hardware and software. The problem is that I booked the hotel for Friday and Saturday. This is a Thursday class. So I may have to drive up there, take the class, and drive back. Requirements. Bring your own laptop with built-in HDMI output or an adapter to HDMI. A dedicated graphics card is recommended. So, in most of these classes, X-Lights, Lightorama, projection mapping require you to bring a laptop. If you're going and you didn't know you needed a laptop, you need a laptop. This is the other one I have my eye on. The Spark, Flame, and Hands-On Programming Experience by Jeffrey Holmes of IWG Productions. This experimental class is the hottest opportunity of Expo 2024. Take control of commercial-grade flame machines in this 3-hour hands-on experience. Learn how to safely program these powerful devices under the watchful tutelage of a fully licensed and insured pyrotechnics operator. Then, create your own musical flame sequence live. The power of fire is in your hands, an opportunity you could only find at Expo. Bring your own laptop. Again, requirements, pre-install the latest version of Lightorama, X-Lights, or Vixen. I haven't heard Vixen in a while. So that one kind of gives you the breakdown. This page does. Let's see, if you just want to go to the vendor hall, if you look over here to the right, where my mouse is at, vendor hall is only $15 per person per day. Now, that's compared to the $150 that Transworld charges. The expo is open to the public. To attend class, you must purchase a conference pass. So if you want to, we're going to go through the prices here in a second. Children under 12 admitted for free to vendor hall. Boom, let's go back here to the home. I want prices. The conference, event, premium workshops, specialty workshops. Let's click on that. That take us. Okay, here's the prices. So 650. Let's see here. Specialty class. So projection mapping workshops. All day, 6 hours because they break for lunch. $225. I've already taken 2 projection mapping classes in Transworld. They lasted an hour each. The first 30 minutes of both classes, both the intro and the advanced, were about, hey, what kind of projectors do you need? I didn't like that was also in the advanced class because I just spent money taking that in the beginner's class, and they might have been 2 hours, but I'm fairly positive they were only an hour. I plan on taking this class. One thought I had in projection mapping this year is that I was hoping there'd be some new tech there, a vendor there. There's that new vendor, and I forget the name. I don't know much about him, but it's AI. So you put this, kind of like the box I built, but you put the box in front of your house, and it scans your house using AI, and then boom, it already knows how to map your house. But that's like $8,000. I thought, wouldn't that be cool? I went there. They said, hey, Charlie, we're just going to give this to you as a demo. We just want you to do a review about it or something. Okay. I'll do that. I'll take your $8,000 box and I'll have some fun with it now, please. So I plan on taking, let's see, the fire class is $300. All right, $300 for 3 hours. I don't know if I'll take that class. I probably won't. It'd be neat to take it, but also it's me spending $300 on something I actually won't use. So I don't think I'll take that class. So I want the Thursday class for projection mapping. Is there anything? I don't need the installer. I need them to move that Thursday class to Friday for me. But dang it, so I'll probably have to drive up there, take the class, drive back, and then drive back, which I don't mind. It's a quick 2-hour drive. I don't mind doing that. What's up, Charlie? What's up, Charlie? How y'all doing? Good to see Charlie in here. So that's that. So of these workshops we've just gone through, what would you want to take? Would you want to take, I'm telling you, any class you can take with Ron Howard, even if you already know the basics, just to bend his ear, it's going to be worth the money. We all know Tom Bett George is the best light programmer in the industry as far as he puts on the show of shows. I think Ron Howard's the best programmer in the industry. I'm sure, I believe, I don't know. I think Tom Bett George has a whole team that does it, where he just makes it himself. Yeah, no driving in the snow. Jeff will make it worth your trouble. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you take his class, Monty? I'm curious where my notebook is at. Oh, there it is. All right, there we go. Here's my mapping notebook. Let's see. I took it looks like Jonah. My class was taught by Jordan Nash. So this will be a different program. Okay, then it's definitely worth, because I don't like taking repeat classes from the same person. I like a different perspective. I took a class by, it was a Coro, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Coro something was the company, and they had a whole panel of people. Yeah, it's awesome. Several. Cool. Oh, cool. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna drive up there for that. Wife, if you're watching, I'm driving up there for that. I'll come back and pick you up the next day or something. Special premium classes, Lightorama Understanding Motion Effects we already talked about Drew Hickman. Okay, so that's for that one. Let's get out of here and let's go into the other one. So registering online, what does that look like? A single day and 3-day conference passes, because you have to have a pass in order to take a class. 1-day pass is $140 before June 15th. So we got about 3 weeks. All 3-day passes, $345. So how does that what's conference passes do not include pre-show, premium immersive, or experimental classes workshop. So if you just want to go to the conference hall, it's $15. Is that right? Was it $15 or $12 to get in? So at Transworld, it's $150, but it's $150 if you're there a day or if you're there all week. And at Transworld, if you watch, I'm telling you right now, the guy I asked about that was kind of a jerk about it. I don't remember his name. I said, hey, if I want to go in there, I want to go in there about one prop. I'm going to get in and out. But the people are only here in town today. $150. I'm like, okay, what if I wanted to do 2 days? $150. And I said, really? So no one ever complains? Hey, I want to go in there. I can see the vendor right there. I want to buy something from him. He goes, man, I don't think you understand. It's $150. I'm like, dang, dude. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I took offense to that. So I said, okay, bye. Click. But this is $140 for 1 day. And you have to have that in order to take the class. So I was wrong. So it seems like Transworld is actually probably the better deal, because it's $150 for the whole week. You have to have that in order to take any class. For 3 days here, it's $345. Okay. So for me to take the 1 day class at $250, so it's really going to cost me $390 to take the one class. All right. Hello, tax deduction. So there's that. Holiday lighting installer business premium workshop. What's Monty saying? Monty, but bad part last year was class list wasn't completed until after the early registration discount. Yeah. I get that. Let's see here. Vendor hall only. Visit the vendor hall. Okay, $15. I was right. $15. Tickets are purchased on site and are not available in advance. Vendor hall passes do not include access to classes or events. Companion classes. Companion passes are available for spouses, family members of registered conference pass attendees for the Wednesday evening reception and Thursday evening welcome reception does not include access to classes. One cool thing about Trans World is I forget how we got in there actually, but there was a dinner for everybody, and we were included in that dinner because we had a press pass. That's what it was. We had a press pass. All tickets are non-refundable. Early bird price ends June 15th. And then down here, you can put how many passes you want. One, it looks like you can order up to 10. See, conference pass, 141 day Friday pass. So I have the hotel booked for Friday and Saturday. But the class I want is on Thursday. I'm gonna have to figure out, do I actually need to be up there? Maybe I don't go stay there Saturday, or maybe I just hang out somewhere in Kansas City Saturday. But yeah, so I'll buy the mapping. I'll buy the mapping. There's a part you guys want me to linger on a little bit more. Let me know. And I will. Let's see here. Event info, classes, pre-show, line cancellation, and event. Teach a class. So if you want to teach a class, submit a class. Interested in teaching at Christmas Expo, open to all. Teaching presentation experience is helpful but not required. If you have a technique, a special event, a great project, or knowledge and expertise that other decorators might be interested in, we'd love to hear from you. Classes must be educational in nature and must be related to holiday decorating. They can feature a specific product, but may not be a sales presentation. The primary class instructor receives one 3-day expo pass. Looks like I need to teach a class about something. If a second instructor is needed, detail that in the message box and we'll contact you for more information if needed. A second instructor is permitted, but will receive a free pass only if the class structure requires an additional instructor to manage the class, such as workshops or in special circumstances. No more than 2 passes will be issued. Expo, I think, does, or Transworld, I think, does up to 4. Actually, they do it according to the size of your booth, actually. Like when I was at David's, David could have up to 4 for the size of his booth. For you guys, if you guys remember that one. In most cases, first-time Expo instructors may only teach 1 class. Feel free to contact us for special circumstances. The education committee reviews all classes. We'll let you know when and if the class is approved. 1 class per submission. After hitting submit, you'll be able to submit additional classes. So here's the thing. Here's why I'm actually legit tempted to do this. Not to think about this. I'm actually legitimately tempted to do that. I already. But here, I've said, you guys have heard me hound on this for years. There needs to be more people like me, like David, like Jeff from Canada Spader Christmas, that have a Christmas show. Tell me if I'm wrong. The thing I think a lot of people get frustrated by is we're seasonal. People only look at us for seasonal views, right? So if you start a show in October, if you get 50 subscribers, you're doing awesome. That's one reason I started Christmas and July Expo, because I found, or not Expo, Christmas and July Extravaganza, because I found that if I do something in July, it needs 6 months to sit there and grow, and by the time December comes around, it'll start getting hits. But people say, hey, this video's been out for 6 months. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. So, but I think that one thing people get frustrated with was I tried it last year. I only got 50. I only got 20. I only got 200 subscribers. I only got 10 subscribers. It took me 3 years to get 1,000. And then we will cross this holiday season. We'll cross 2 million views. I only have, I think it's less than, I actually don't ever pay attention. I know I have 8,000 something subscribers, but millions of views, or almost millions. We're not plural yet, because it's seasonal. It's seasonal. People want to know what they want to know. Say, like, we had to fix a hot water heater last week. Looked it up, saw how to fix the hot water heater. Did I subscribe to the guy's channel? Nope, because I just wanted to know that one thing. And that's what we get a lot in Christmas as well. Boom, you should do it. I'm tempted, actually. You can teach a class about being a YouTuber. You should teach a class on Christmas lights on YouTube. I'm tempted, guys. Man, I'd have to think of a curriculum for that. Um, Man, I'm tempted. I don't know how well. I mean, I don't. I have no problem. I have no problem being a public speaker. I do it in my daytime job. I do that all the time. So that's well. I never need never need a microphone. I talk quickly and I mumble, and my wife loves to tell me I talk quickly and I mumble, but I talk loudly as well. When I'm talking to you, it's kind of like we're just sitting down, having a chit chat. So I usually don't yell, but my normal voice is usually an outside voice. It is a character flaw, and I am self-aware. It's just for whatever reason that's me. But I am tempted to that. Teach one class for an hour, and it saves me the admissions price. I might actually. I'm gonna reach out to Joyce and Janice. I haven't talked to them, and I had them on the show. And Joyce and Janice, if you don't know, they are the creators. They are the owners of Christmas Expo, and I had them on the show 3 years ago. So I'm gonna reach out and say, hey, I'm interested in doing this. You right? See, I love talking to you guys. Something neat happens each and every week. Oh, thank you, Rob. Just over 8,200. And we'll be 10,000 by the end of this holiday season. I found you through Christmas and July fairies from Crochet. That's awesome, Charlie. I'm still here, although I don't have anywhere to do a lot of lights. Townhouse rental. Boom. So see, we're talking about Christmas and July fairies. That thing translated. And that's how I found Dana and Gwen. And let me take this down. Well, got a small picture of me, but in the background, when I go back to being large here again, I have yarn tuber stuff behind me. I got a Squid Games. I got Christmas balls back here. So yeah. So I'm tempted, guys. I'm tempted. General information. So seminar name, Christmas tubers. You know what? Let's do this together, right? Let's do this right now. Christmas tubers. Have you taught at Expo before? I have not. Class time needed? I have no idea. I'm going to say an hour. Structure, hands-on, how to, class. This is going to be, I'm not going to do this right now because this is looks like about 30 minutes worth of typing. But you know what? I'm going to do it. Game time decision. I'm going to do it. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to say, hey, can I teach it on probably Friday? Maybe Saturday. Anyway, not Thursday. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to teach a class about how to put on a show about Christmas lights. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea? Decent idea? What do you think of the name? It's Christmas tuber. I mean, we got yarn tubers, Christmas tuber. I mean, I'm going to do Christmas tuber unless you guys say it's stupid. But I'm going to do Christmas tuber. Look at this. Look at us doing fun things together. Boom. Love it. So I got that, and that is teach a class. Okay. Very cool. So let's move on from that. Let's do, wouldn't they be better off lowering the price and maybe they would get more people to come? If you're just going to go buy products, it's just the $15, which I think is a steal again. If I could just pay $15 to go to Trans World for 1,000 booths, it's not 1,000 booths, 800 booths, it's close to 1,000. I'd go. But yeah, I don't know. What's Ben saying? Hey, Charlie, just saw over the weekend that they are planning a Christmas DIY convention outside of Philly in April 25. Not any details, so no idea if it will really happen. Who is they? Ben, is they Christmas Expo or is that somebody new? Because there's the Florida mini, and there's a few other. I just heard of another mini, maybe Georgia, somewhere on the East Coast. There's another mini convention. Great, appreciate that, Charlie. Great idea, Charlie. You'll be terrific. I think they should lower the price more. People would come, and I also think if you take courses, you should get a discount. So as I understand it, teachers aren't paid. You teach just to spread the love of whatever you do, and you get a free pass in lieu of. And whatever the cost of the class is goes to put the thing on each year. So, but it's in Kansas. It's in Overland Park, Kansas this year. It is a suburb of Kansas City, Kansas. As you can see right there on the right. Well, very cool. I'm going to do it. Let's see what else I got here. Cancellations. Tickets, registration, and booth sales are non-refundable. Let's see. COVID-19 projections. Protection. I cannot say the word protections. Children are welcome in the Christmas Expo vendor hall. All those under 12 are admitted free. Safety. Vendors in this event. Strollers. You want the stroller? What I'm looking for here is if they tell you cannot film there. Credentials and access. All vendors and attendees will receive a pass, badge, or wristband that will designate their access to the conference areas. For liability reasons, absolutely no attendees will be permitted in the vendor area during setup or after hours or teardown. Makes sense. Badges or wristbands must be worn at all times during the conference and be viewable by conference staff and security. That's fair. General, absolutely no video or audio taping or live filming permitted within the classroom. Okay, I don't mind that. With the exception of hired, approved expo staff and approved media. Video is permitted in the vendor hall, video is permitted. Cool. I don't have a problem at all. Not allowed. I think you should not be allowed to videotape in the classroom. One, will be distracting. Two, you're probably going to film people that maybe don't want to be on YouTube. Maybe they're in witness protection. I don't know. But yeah, and you don't want whatever you're talking about to get out for free if that's something you actually do a paid class on. Proper attire, shoes, and shirts must be worn in all conference areas. No bathing suits or beach cover-ups are permitted. Makes sense. Christmas Expo is family friendly. Love it. All attire, including printed t-shirts, must be PG and appropriate for all ages. Love it. Due to fluctuating temperatures common with convention facilities, we suggest closed shoes, long pants, bring a jacket or sweater. Yep. Reporting as the conference organizer, Pro Show Inc. manages and functions the equipment of the conference center during the event. As such, for any concerns with the concert area, please, we don't care about that. Schedule. Although we make every effort to adhere to published schedule, education and event schedules are subject to change without notice. Cool. Solicitation. Christmas Expo does not permit sales or solicitation of products or services by anyone. Suitcase sales. So when I did get a hold of David, he had to educate me what suitcase sales were. And it's basically if you have, like, let's say you're Stacy from Canning Systems, and I go up and say, hey, I got this cool tape here. Do you want to see my tape? And Stacy buys the tape from me. That suitcase sale. And you can't go in there and try to sell your own stuff. I get it. Rights reserved. Cool. Makes all sorts of sense. Trans World trade shows is allegedly really okay. Yep. Don't film it, man. Well played, Charlie. Trans World's doing it. Okay. Interesting, Ben. That's interesting. And I've never been to Philly. I would be definitely interested in going to that. Yeah. That point makes sense. I agree with it, Mr. Rob. Okay. Is there anything else on here? We haven't gone through teacher class, light installer business workshop. Nobody in here does lights for a business, do they? I don't think so. Let's see. Register. What's registering online look like? Okay, we already went through that. Okay, we already went through that. Let's see here. Cancellation event teaching. So did we go through it all? Seems like let's scroll all the way down to the bottom, make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, didn't miss anything. Vendor info. Boom, yes I did. It's all about vendors. So vendor booth. If you want to have a booth there, booths are all 10 by 10. Okay, that's different than Trans World. Trans World, you can have many different shapes of booths. 8 to 10 booths. Okay, so I bet you just have to buy multiple at a time. Okay, so 1 to 3 is $9.50 each, 4 to 8. So if you need 5 booths, plan on about $4,800. Exhibitor package. Oh, it's a PDF. Your market is our audience. Who attends? Homeowners. Okay. People like us. Classes, workshops, exhibitor information. Talks about booths there. you guys are curious exactly where this is at, it's Overland Park Convention Center in Overland Park, Kansas. Vendors must sell indoor and outdoor holiday decorating products. No services. No craft products. Business per vendor space is 1. No early packing or early moves out. I love that. Trans World does early move out, and I didn't like it. I'm like, if you just come here for your last day, you get here at noon, half the booths are gone. So I love, if you're dropping that much money just to go in there on the floor and people are leaving early, I mean, come on, man. But yeah, I get that. Okay, good for them. All sales are final. Yeah. All decorator will provide shipping information and order forms for electricity, furniture, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Submit your application. Hotel reservations, $159 a night is what they were booked out. I don't know if the block of rooms they have is sold out. I think they are. I'm pretty positive they are. If you guys want to go, there's the phone number, 866-837-4214, where you guys can just Google Sheraton Overland Park at the Convention Center. That's a long title for a name. Advertising material, sponsorships, door prizes. Create excitement for your product by donating to our door prize drawing. And there's Joyce's name. Joyce. She's one of the 2 sisters. Do we care about any of this? We do not. So let's get rid of that page. Hopefully you guys were able to see that page. I just realized maybe you weren't able to see that page as I was looking at it instead of looking at you. General vendor information. So what I'm looking for here is I want to see who's there. But I don't think they have that list. They don't. Do they have Transworld did, yeah. They had a concessions area last year, okay. I wish I did. All right. Yeah, I was hoping they'd have a list of who's gonna be there. That's one thing I was so disappointed at Transworld is they had a mapping class there, but it was the exact same class I'd taken in years prior. But they had no mapping in the vendor area. None. I'm like, somebody needs to sell a projector here. So if you watch this later, somebody and you're a vendor and you have mapping, let me know. Let's hook up. Cancellation. Okay, I think we've gone through everything. See where we've been. Yeah, let's go through this real quick. Starting down at 13, they're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, then Biloxi, Mississippi, Fort Worth, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Nashville, Tennessee, Mesquite, Texas, Daytona Beach, 2020. That was supposed to be Las Vegas. They did go to Las Vegas in 21. Biloxi, Mississippi again. Then Lexington, Kentucky. I wish I could have gone to that last year because I'm a big Kentucky guy. And then they don't know for this year they haven't announced it. They haven't updated their own website. So this year is in Kansas. So Kansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Illinois. And one thing that's the reason why I bring this up is every year they say, hey, guess where we're going to go this year? And if you get it right or closest to, they give you everything for free. They'll just send you. I can't hear Charlie, but I can see y'all. What's up, Carl? You can't hear me. Did my speaker go out? Oh, you must be in a meeting. I get what you're saying. Oh, criminal cruise ship in the Mediterranean. Just wanted to say, hope you. Yay! Look at you. I forgot you were traveling. Carl just retired, folks. Carl just retired. So congratulate. Let's all congratulate Carl on his retirement. Good job, you buddy. Cruise ship in the Mediterranean. See you at the. Yes, I'll be at the expo. Very cool. Very cool. So one cool thing about the expo here and where they go is they'll sit and say, hey, you get it right, you get free stuff, free tickets. Let's see. Anything else about general stuff? Let's go over here to the newsletter. Thank you for joining. I am a member of the newsletter. So if you're not a member of the newsletter, it is of value. They don't spam me. They only send me something when, I don't know, I might get 6 things from them a year. And it's all, hey, we're getting ready to join. Or, hey, guess where we're at? Get free stuff. It's all kind of stuff like that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to. Oh, you guys aren't seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Okay, so right. So it's on a different page. Okay. So we had that. I bet that had the same problem last time. Okay. Because it opens up a different page when I click on that. Click on the newsletter. So can I switch that to the newsletter, I wonder? Let's go back to, boom, okay. So we're all done with that. I learned a lot. I learned more than I thought I was going to learn, actually. But yeah, oh, it's almost 3 o'clock. Look at that. That took almost an hour, guys. Wow. So, like I said, I got a hard out today because my son is graduating from high school tonight. So I'm going to reach out to Joyce and Janice. I'm going to say, hey, I want to teach a show about doing Christmas. Here's what I want from you guys. So don't put it in the chat comments, but maybe later on tonight when you have some time to think about it, come back, open up this video. Oh, that's what I did. I'm like, why am I so short in here? Boom, there we go. So don't put it in this chat comments, but think about it and say, hey, if I were taking Charlie's class on how to do YouTubing, what would I want to know? So give me some feedback and to put it in the comments later once this video. It takes about an hour. I don't say do it immediately because any live stream I do, I hit stop. We're done recording. YouTube will look at it, say, hey, did they just cuss? Did they do anything violent? Can we go ahead and let everybody see this? And then they do it. Oh, yes. Boilermaker misspelled last. Yeah. Forget who got that first. What? Oh, it's Chad. Chad got it first. 5-minute warning, Charlie. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Laura. So yeah, but let me know once this video gets posted by YouTube tonight or here in a few hours. Hey, Charlie, I would want you to talk about I've had different sets. This is just the current rendition I have. I want to know about building a better set, or what kind of camera equipment you have and why, or stuff. I'm trying to think of my mind's racing of all the stuff I would need to talk about, like the YouTube algorithm and stuff. I mean, you know what? I'm probably going to do it. I'm going to say there's a legitimately an 87% chance. See what I did there, Laura? I'm going to say a 13 to 87% chance that I'm gonna do this. That's inside baseball with Laura. A little Taylor Swift action there. But yeah, I'm gonna say there's an 87% chance I'm actually gonna do that. It's not too late. It should be a relatively cheap class. I'm just gonna sit there and talk about stuff. But anyway. Yeah, that's about it for me today, guys. Let me queue all the stuff up I need to have queued up here to get out of here and go do some stuff with my son. 18 going on 92 is how old he is. And so yeah, that's about it for me today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for everybody on Instagram today. We're on Instagram Live. We're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube Live today. But do me a favor, tune back in here in about an hour or so when this goes up and tell me the one thing. Legitimately, I want you to do this because I need you to do this. Tell me what's the one thing you would like to learn in a class about how to do YouTubing for Christmas. And maybe we can all come together on some curriculum. Let's build the curriculum together. How fun is that going to be over the next few weeks? Let's do that. That's about it for me today, guys. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.